right before I said let's fight.
No, that's impossible.
By the way,
BT Dubs is BTW. I'm gonna punch you up. Nope, I'm not coming down. Where am I? Help! Milk! Chance got $5.
the champ got 5 on it.
Back where it came from.
Go back where he came.
Ah, here we go. Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
Go fast enough.
Oh, I tried to go into your blow. Don't alter me. Hello, YouTube. Welcome. My name's Scum, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Meshi, for another exciting episode of the First to 50 podcast. Meshi, what episode are we on?
On the big 1-6.
Damn, the number 7. That's crazy. I can't believe we made it 7 episodes of this podcast.
That's bad. Yeah, of course.
Episode 16. Wow. It's we're almost going for a new record. Maybe next week it'll be 17.
Yeah, I'm thinking about skipping.
This is a podcast where we talk about video games, movies, anime that we watch. It's kind of just a checklist of everything that we do so we don't forget what we've done in the past.
And it's a good motivator to try new things.
Okay, Mr. Richard Simmons. Never mind. Richard Simmons is an motivational speaker. Well, is he?
Kind of. He's like a get out and dance kind of guy.
Are you saying he's the Kevin Bacon of the infomercial exercise aerobic?
Yeah, kind of.
I think we're getting far too in the weeds.
About
things that people have no idea. Richard Simmons and who else? Whatever. Never mind. I'm saying too much. I guess we'll start with our weekly recap. I've played too much Fortnite. Row, Richie. I'm roking right now. Okay. We'll start with our one take. We're going to start with our weekly recaps. And Meshi, I'm back on the first Descendant. So there's been an update. And they've added some stuff. They have added a new sword mechanic. Because, you know, back when you played, you could have a grapple hook, or you could, like, slot a sub-attack for, like, a sword ability, or, like, anything, right?
Okay, yeah.
Well, the grapple hook was the only thing people used because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So all of those sub-attack modules are essentially useless. And they're like, hey, what if we made a separate sword weapon and maybe let people do like melee builds?
Okay.
So they've been added to the game. I've yet to farm it. It's gonna take a while. They've made a little problem for themselves. God, Haley's so cool. They've made a little problem for themselves where this game starting out was very grindy, like to an absurd degree. Like the game launched and it was like, oh, if you want to play the first Descendant, you need to grind your ass off and then grind someone else's ass off. And then you'll be starting the grind. They've made it a lot easier, but they've implemented I don't know if you saw it. It's a Void Vessel mission where you essentially turn off like the enemy's ability to communicate, and you kind of run through a single like dungeon, and you end up getting a reward at the end. It's how you farm out the dogs originally. I don't know if you ever did them or not.
No, I've only ever seen you do it.
Okay. So those are a little repetitive because it's one map, but the path through the level changes. So you can get some variants where you go like, oh, you go down this hallway and go down this elevator and do this section rather than the other section I did. So there's a little bit of variance there. The problem is you're running it hundreds of times.
Right.
And there you get 5 encryption keys for completing the run. And then there's chests within the level, so you go back through the level and you start unlocking chests for like materials that you need. And there's like 5 different types of chests. And you only get like 5 keys. So people would like stockpile keys and then they would run through the levels and get all the materials. Well, they released a new Void Vessel mission to get the components for the sword. The problem is there are 4 different components for the sword, and each of them need to be crafted. So then you split those 4 drops you need into each of those drops need to be crafted themselves with like 3 other materials. Okay, you with me so far?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So to create the sword, you need 4 things. Those 4 things you have to craft. So each of those 4 things you need 4 other things for. So essentially you need to get 16 things.
Jesus
And
Christ.
you know, it because you know how the crafting works. You need like
Yeah.
150 of like a bunch of little things, and then you need the blueprint, and then you make the thing, and then you do that 4 times, and then you shove those 4 things together and you get the thing.
Yeah.
The problem is they've implemented a new encryption key for the new Void Vessel mission. So all of your previous keys cannot be used in the new one. So you're starting the second level and you have to do basically a blind run of it and get 5 encryption keys. And they have to redo it, and then you can only unlock 5 chests during that run. And then you get 5 keys at the end of it, and then essentially you're only doing a run and you're limited to opening 5 chests. The chests don't give you a lot of the materials that you need. So it's causing this. People are like, okay, I'm going to jump in there, start grinding. And it's like, oh, they've made the treadmill like 5 times as long as other things were because they've implemented a new key to unlock stuff.
So this sword,
Uh-huh.
does it take the place of one of your guns?
Yeah, it's like a weapon slot.
Is it like once you build it, it's just that sword?
Because there's like a sword, and then there's like a battle hammer axe thing. Like there's a couple different swords you can have, and they're like a unique weapon. Like they're like a gold level weapon, each of them. So they're all kind of like unique in that way. That makes sense.
Yeah. Just huh. Well, okay. That's a
Let's go
weird
see if
way
I.
to do it.
Yeah, yeah. So as you can like see here, like you've got the well, any showcase of it. Let me just find some quick gameplay of this while I'm going through this. Essentially, I don't have it yet because, well, it's
Oh, it does look cool though. Oh no.
so you're whipping and dipping around. This is Keeland. Some of his dash abilities are like unique to him. This is Blade. For the first descendant. Whatever.
Oh,
But yeah,
yeah, okay.
he's got the glasses.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh man, that I can see why you would want that. But god
yeah,
dang, that's a lot of farming for a weapon considering like all the other weapons you just kind of get massive amount of drops for. Well, I guess not the
yeah.
ones that
It's
you make.
Yeah, well, even those are easier to get now because they've adjusted the drop rates of things. So this is almost like this is almost like season 1 levels of farming where we've been used to accelerated farming that they've kind of like, oh, they've eased up and made it more of a casual experience of just like, oh, you can kind of get stuff easier now. And this one, yeah, it's taking a while, and I haven't completed it yet to get my own sword. Granted, it's kind of, I guess, good that I'm not mad at the prospect of a grind that takes time, but if there was maybe more variance to the level or like the ability to get the thing, right?
Yeah.
Because it's one level. Granted, there's different avenues through that level, but you're running that same level a lot.
It feels like something that you should be able to get easily, and then like upgrading it or changing stuff that you want on it should be the grind, because
Th-
you're
that would be
spending
good.
you're spending weeks trying to get this weapon. You're like, oh, I finally got it. Oh, I'm so tired.
I'm so tired.
tired
I can't swing my arms anymore.
anymore.
I can't even use the thing. But and I spent most of my time. I'm still trying to get Ultimate Luna. I went back to like farming her. I've got all of her pieces except for one. So I'm enjoying it as far as like I'm picking up the game and playing it a little bit and just kind of chilling out and relaxing to it, and then I'm gonna jump around doing other stuff. So we're back, kind of. Oh, and it's Halloween. So there's new costumes. The entire Albion is decked out in Halloween stuff. It looks really good. Oh, and there's a new big boss. You know that boss I was running like a bunch of times to get on the leaderboard or higher up. So there's
Yeah.
a new one of those, and it's that giant molten fortress thing that used to two-shot. It's like a beefed up version of that thing. So I haven't tried him yet, but I'm gonna try it.
I'm just imagining the Halloween costumes just being that image of like the girl in the ghost outfit, but it's like a midriff thing, and it's just a sheet, and she's just got giant jugs and nothing else.
It Meshi, it's worse.
Oh, how can it be worse?
You say only midriff. Hold on. Let me get these on screen. Now the dude costume's pretty great.
Yeah, the
Do we have a?
Frankenstein one.
Yeah, it's that one. Does this person have all of the costumes? I think so. Yeah, I think these are all of them. Shouts to this person, whoever they are.
Quantum Shadow.
We'll shout outs to them. Let's just get to the outfits. This is the new. So you can grind this boss out. This is the Lava Citadel, and you essentially get tickets, and then you could buy these costumes that are like unique to this boss being relevant. So you need to do it while the boss is available.
Okay.
And then there's the dude version. He just looks kind of like a shit brick house.
Yeah, he's really
brick
fucking
shit house.
thick.
There's also been a touchdown set, Meshi, where the guys get a football uniform and the ladies get a cheerleading outfit.
Jesus.
Yes, the asses are completely out. These aren't unique to the Descendants. If you buy the football outfit, you get the football uniform on all the guys. So you spend like the $7 or whatever, and you get it on all the guys. You buy the cheerleading outfit, you get it on all the female Descendants. There's some unique emotes, of course, cheering on for Albion and whatnot. There's Esimo. He's loving it. He's doing a real good job being the Descendant. I'm proud to see him. So the guys get Frankenstein, and he's got jorts. He's a mecha Frankenstein, and it's kind of great. The ladies are three of them are mummies, and it's just tissue. And then three of them are succubuses, which is very little left to the imagination.
Yeah, I was about to say it kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't really. It gives me like, I guess it's like cyber succubus something, and I guess we're getting some maid costumes again on. Well, I guess these are new maid costumes. Later next week. So here's the problem. Can I tell you what's grinding my gears?
Yeah, go ahead.
Meshi, there's 3 descendants who get the mummy outfit.
And yours isn't one of them.
Meshi, there's 4 descendants who get the succubus outfit.
Uh-oh. Okay.
My main doesn't get a Halloween costume.
What are you talking about? She gets that football player's out.
This was the event before Halloween, Meshi.
Oh no.
I already bought this on October 1st. Halloween was coming around, and I was like, okay, here we go. All the dudes get this Frankenstein outfit. So my main gripe is, why don't all the girls get the slutty mummy outfit, and why don't all the girls get the slutty techno succubus?
That's
So
a very good
that-
question.
So that's the one thing that's like, oh, come on, fellas. Y'all were finally doing good. Because if you don't know, Meshi, this game used to be, you had to buy outfits for individual descendants. Even if they were like common across the board, you still had to buy on every single one if you wanted to use those outfits on the separate descendants. And then they made these universal skins that just, you bought it once and you applied to everybody. And everyone's like, oh, thank God. Finally. Now they're regressing. Unless in 2 weeks, if they come out with a different outfit that's like better than all of these, the mummy one's pretty good. I'm glad I play Haley, so I can buy the mummy outfit for her.
I was honestly expecting a Bride of Frankenstein after seeing Frankenstein.
That would have been so good. Why don't they hire you? Nexon, hire that guy. He'll make you money, or he'll make you my money. I think everybody else is buying like 3 versions of this. But you could have my $5. It's pretty cool. So that's a little disappointing. So there's content there to do. It's just not the overwhelming amount that I want. Granted, I haven't started fighting the new boss because I get these like weird addiction runs where like I'll start fighting one of the new bosses and then I start climbing the leaderboard and then it's like crack. And then like 3 hours later, I realize I've run it like 300 times in a row. And I'm like, oh, I should probably go to bed now. Because you're like fine tuning the knobs, right?
Right.
And adjusting stuff and whatnot. And so anyways, that's my my first descendant, first to 20 minutes of this podcast. Playing that game, enjoying it. What else did I do with my week, you might be asking yourself? I know you are.
Constantly.
I finished Little Nightmares 2. Meshi, I wanted to love this game with everything that I had. The controls got in the way of it. Granted, I'm going to clip the stuff out. There's a lot of funny moments of me dying and screaming horribly. Because I either got hit by a swinging paint bucket or something else dumb happened or I got grabbed.
Or you got clipped by a giant hand.
Oh my God. Cue the Joker meme where he's just like rolling downhill. So there's a lot of cool set pieces that were happening, and a lot of the moments got ruined for me because the controls didn't work and would cause me to die, and then I would have to repeat things where it's like, oh, you hold down the R2 button. Why isn't R2 interacting? It's not working. Oh no, this set piece moment where I've killed the boss and I'm escaping this furnace, it won't let me out of the furnace now. So now I have to redo the whole moment, even though I successfully like got away. And it's like, oh. So now I'm just doing the whole thing again, and And that's one of the hard things about like when you're playing something like kind of spooky and horror oriented. Like once you die, the mystique or that kind of thing just kind of like falls away, right?
Right.
Because you've seen it, it's happened, and now you don't really care. Um, the further I got into the game, it felt as though there was less QA done, and I was bumping up against control things. Um, but I didn't have a horrible time. I think I was just more disappointed that I didn't enjoy it more. So who knows? We might be playing the Little First Descendant Nightmares 3. We're just lumping all my disappointment together. I guess I'll lead us into the last thing that we did. Well, we actually played this together, Mishy. We played Fork Knife again. We booted up. We're fighting the kids again. How's it
Yeah.
going?
Well, I'm getting yelled at more. So I mean, so it must be going good, right?
Yeah, it's going.
Scum's engaged, and
Yeah, I am engaged, and my expectation meter like gets out of the green into the yellow, and then I realized I shouldn't have a gauge on this. And then revealing small things like, "Hey, are you doing this?" And you're like, "That sounds good on paper." I'm like, oh, and certain things dawn on me that are like, oh, certain things that might seem obvious to me aren't obvious to other people, and I'm oblivious to other things that people like Meshi are. Like considering others, I'm completely oblivious to it, but actually you are kind of too, because you just kind of in a squad based thing, you just run off in a random direction, and then you're just like, oh, they're over here.
yeah,
It's going great. But no, it's been, and genuinely, it's been fun. Um, Trying to fight the Zoomers off. Um, Been goofy. The guns feel better because I came back to Fortnite when they did like a retro mode where they brought back all these old guns and like old maps. The guns
okay.
felt awful compared to the Magneto Wasteland Metallica version of the game that I played. The guns felt awful, and I couldn't do anything. I was like, "Oh, what's happened? Like this? They used to play like this. How did they play like this? I don't understand."
I didn't know any better.
Yeah. But so now, I mean, I've got a Magneto-esque glove. It's the little Beetleborg arm thing that shoots out like a ball once you've charged it. That's fun. Um, I think the furthest we got was second place when we were doing a full squad of 4 people. I think
Yeah,
we
we
got
did pretty
second
good
place.
as a full squad.
Yeah, yeah. We were making it.
Yeah,
We did decently. We got into the top 10s, I think, when it was just you and me playing.
yeah.
I like the map. I think I like the map for the most part.
I like the map more, mostly because it doesn't have that fucking arena in the middle of it that's just playing that music constantly.
Oh, the shit. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, that wasn't great. But Fork Knife is back on the menu. When we're bored, or we got more people to play, I think we'll just hop in and play some Fortnite. I'm halfway tempted to get Scooby, man. I really want to be Scooby Doo a little bit, but we'll see. We'll report back. I got a lot of First Descendant skins to buy because apparently I have to buy 2 separate outfits. Except there's not one for the character that I actually play the most, but that's fine. I'm not salty. You're salty. Uh, what else did you play, Meshi? What is this?
So this is a game that I just played today,
A
actually.
game, you say?
Yeah, go figure. Um, so I was introduced to it by Bob and Theo, who were playing it, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, it's multiplayer. It's up to do."
Uh-huh.
Um, so this is kind of like I talked about it last week, like Sworn, which was like the medieval Camelot multiplayer game that was kind of like well, it's the one that very clearly copied Hades's uh you know
It
whole
copied
thing.
Hades' homework, but it
Yeah,
copied it in crayon
yeah, and
on
not as
construction
smooth or
paper.
whatever. But it's fun for a time. This game um feels like it kind of was like, okay, I like Hades.
Mhm.
We're gonna do it our way though. Um,
Okay.
and so I've only played like 2 or 3 runs of it, but so far, actually really enjoying it. Um,
So is it like roguelite, like you're doing like a run with the character and building them up, and then once they
yeah,
die, you start over type of deal?
yeah. So basically, you start off with 2 main abilities. You have a passive, a, a right click, and then an ulti, as they call it, but you can replace it later on. And then as you go through the levels, you either get new abilities to replace those ones, um upgrades for those abilities that you have on your bar, or these like gems that modify the what those abilities do. So it's like
Mhm.
every 10 seconds this ability will do like double damage. Every time you shoot, it will reduce the cooldown of this. So whatever, and you can mix and match and change those gem around all you want. So you're basically building like a really cool build as you're going through. So like an ability, you're like, man, this fucking thing sucks. It's got like 20-second cooldown or whatever. And then you get all these gems in there, and it's like, holy shit, this is amazing because this ability now has like a 1 second cooldown. I'm just blowing through everything.
So you
Um,
can Bob Ross the bad abilities into amazing abilities if you can get the right gems shoved
yeah,
in there.
yeah, and it's very visually beautiful. Like it's kind of like a weird style, but like Sworn's hard to look at.
Yeah, no, this kind of reminds me a little bit of Torchlight. I play a little bit of that game, which is see, it looks more style. This definitely looks better than Sworn. Um,
Yeah. And there's this really cool paladin dude that I want to get. He's right there.
with the hammer.
Yeah, he looks so cool.
He looks so
Uh,
cool.
yeah, he
How do you
reminds
get
me
characters?
of so you start out with 3, and then there's like 4 or 5 more to unlock, and it's just basically like reach a certain point in the game or heal a certain amount, or you
Oh,
just kind
okay.
of you're unlocking it as you play and whatnot. So um yeah, it's been fun. Enjoying
Enjoyable
it.
with friends.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't think I ever heard of this game. This came out, was it? Yeah, earlier this year. Well, the trailer was earlier this year. When did this game come out?
Just recently, I think it recently just came out of early access within
Oh,
like
I
a
see.
week or so.
Interesting. All right. And do you have a Battlefield update for us, Meshi? Going on in the world of 6.
So yeah, so I've been having a lot of fun with this. Um it it's hard not to have fun with Battlefield. You just kind of get in and I'm learning to be part of a squad more in this game than I usually am in a Battlefield game.
So all of your effort in being a cooperative team member is going here, and in Fortnite, you're just like, well,
Because I trust that you are better equipped to handle yourself than I am.
it's not the point, Meshi. It's the fact that 2-on-1 is always better than 1v1v1. We could be at an advantage if you were running against a brick wall on the other side of the map. Anyways,
That-
continue on with Battlefield. So how are you being a more cooperative team player in Battlefield 6?
um well, I'm kind of uh staying with the squad. Sorry, I'm staying with the squad. Packing the meta kit, giving them ammo. I'm running around reviving them as they need to be. I'm just just having a lot of a lot of fun working as a team.
I'm glad that you're having fun working as a team.
By the time I get to Fortnite, I'm like, oh man, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna solo this.
Oh shit. I crawled on bloody stumps so you could jog in Battlefield 6. You idiot. That is kind of fun.
Oh, it's really nice to go through this doorway with my squad members, and they can help me mow down these 8 guys that are right here. Um, no, but it's been a lot of fun.
It's fun.
Getting guns and stuff, and they're fixing a lot of stuff, and there's still a lot of problems that they're going through. Like, one of them is some of the guns just have an someone referred to it as bloom, which I was like, what the fuck does that mean? But then like as he started talking about it, I was like, oh. Basically when you shoot the gun, randomly, I'm not gonna say randomly, like because you can see the
Okay.
bullets flying out, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Every once in a while, you'll just see a bullet just kind of fly off into like some random direction. You're like, but the gun barrel is straight. How the fuck did that happen?
And then if
and
you slow it down frame by frame, you watch the muzzle actually curve as the gun sneezes. Achoo!
yeah, exactly.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, apparently that's called bloom. I don't know if that's the real phrase. I was just watching a guy and he said it was called bloom, so I was just going by that. And apparently
Okay.
some guns just have a really they're not. Oh wow, that guy fucking fell. Um, there's just a bug with some of them where it's like absurdly bad. So like when you first initially fire the gun, it shouldn't do bloom. It should be like the first 3 bullets should be going on target, and then it kind of strays out depending on your attachments. But in this case, it's like 1, 2, it just fires off into fucking space. And you're like, what the fuck? And then you see like another one go off in the other direction, and then it goes back to going straight. And it's like, okay, this is very weird. And I thought that was weird when I was playing. I was like, why are all these bullets going in all these different directions on this gun that I'm shooting directly at somebody? It's because it's a bug, and it's pretty pretty common. So I'm looking forward to them fixing that.
Yeah, that would be a nice thing. And I'm just saying, as far as looking at this game visually does look nice. It's nice. It's a looker.
Yeah, they definitely improved upon their last game when they're like, okay, we gotta nail the environment now because we fucked up big time in the last one. And I haven't done any of their Portal stuff, which is like creator or people creating stuff, but like I've heard it's getting crazy. Like they're doing like 3rd-person modes with it, and someone made like Invaders, like the
like
Space Invaders
Souls?
game.
Oh, Space Invaders. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
And then someone made they remade SOCOM in it, like as like a single player experience. I haven't seen it. I've just heard about it. I was like, wow,
Just
that's
heard. A lot of effort.
interesting. Yeah, someone's doing a lot of effort, and I was like, oh wow, I can't. It the way people are talking about it reminds me of like Warcraft 3 custom maps where like people would just go crazy with it. So I'm interested to see what this turns into in like a year.
Well, that's really interesting. So is it pretty open source in terms of what they allow you to do with the assets and the stuff of the game? Or is this just people just like breaking it open, doing it themselves? Or is it kind of open-ended?
Oh
to
no,
where it's
they
like
they
want you to
basically
do
were
it?
like, here's the tools that we
Oh,
built
that's
it
real
purposely
cool.
for that.
I like. Does Modern Warfare have that? Can you do your own stuff with that, or are they?
No, not yet.
Well,
But I'm gonna
that's
guess that if this gets popular enough, they'll make their own because
I'm just saying that's another Battlefield dubby that Modern Warfare is going to have to catch up with. I'm just saying, if people are
Yeah.
happy with the idea of being able to do their own maps and stuff, it's like it's been there since the dawn of time. I used to play Counter-Strike 1.6 mods where like most of the time I liked surfing, which was just people would construct giant slides that you would have to like perfectly like skate down these giant maps, and it's like, does this have anything to do with shooting anybody? No. But someone made a map with all these source assets and whatnot.
I remember Surf. I could literally never do it. Like I was just watch
Oh,
people be and just stare at them, be like, "What? How are you doing this?"
Meshi, do you know why we could do it?
No, I don't.
Because we spent like 8 hours straight on like Dust 2 and like Estate, and we were like, okay, we need a break of something to do. And it's like, okay, well, we're going to learn how to do this so we can do this for a couple hours while we de-stress after yelling at each other in a cooperative experience. You might be noticing, there might be a reason I am the way I am. Maybe I was born this way.
Maybe I was born this way.
Is that all that you played this week? Was
I believe that was it. Yeah, but I've been on kind of a Battlefield kick lately, so.
All right, well, now we're going to seamlessly transition over to the stuff that we watched this week. I watched this film earlier today. This was my second viewing of it, and it was absolutely wonderful. This is Bushido Man.
Bushido Brown does not wipe his own ass.
So this takes place where there is a student, and he's collecting scrolls from different masters of their own techniques. This guy is a Yakuza knife fighter, and he has to best him in Yakuza knife fighting to get his scroll to bring it back to his master. So he goes through, and it's over the course of fighting 7 powerful warriors. And this is his master with the mustache. And the great part about it is, Meshi, is he's telling this all after the fact. So he first has to tell his master, well, you have to get to know your opponent because they practice cosmic kung fu. Okay. And the way of the cosmic kung fu is you must know your enemy. How do you get to know your enemy? By eating what he eats, and then you understand him. So before his tale of each of these 7 fights that he does, the master will ask him, hey, what did you eat? And he'll describe the meal, and based on the meal described, the master will then try to guess which warrior that he fought. And he'll ask him things like, how did you know to put the chili crisp on the pot sticker? And he's like, I just came up with it. He was like, yes, very good.
All right.
And, so it's going through the tale of him fighting these different masters.
Was that Gun?
Yes. He is a Westaboo gun loving guy in a area that is lawless. And Meshi, this movie was okay.
Does he have to beat them at their own style? So like he was using guns to fight him?
Yes.
Okay.
To put it in perspective, before we get into all this, so I'll describe it to you. The first fight is with this guy, right?
Okay.
So they're kung fu fighting, and they're going through their different styles, and this guy pulls out the mantis style. And so he tries to does the mantis style, but he uses 2 fingers. He looks at the guy, and the guy's using 1 finger, so he adjusts his hands, and he's trying to learn on the fly. Well, as they're fighting, a slow-moving turtle comes out of the weeds, and they're fighting and kung fu fighting, and they both trip, and they're about to fall in the tortoise. But the guy on the right is the kung fu master that he's having to beat. He sees the turtle as they're falling. He's like, oh no! And he pushes them, but he hurts his wrist because they fall, because he pushes and he is hurting his wrist, saving the turtle from getting smushed beneath them. So what does our hero do? He takes a rock and smashes it on his hand, so they both have to fight with 1 hand.
Okay.
At a certain point, they come across a girl with punch guns.
So ridiculous.
This movie was rad. It was 120 minutes of badly voice acted, whatever. Oh. Man, Bushido Man, what a film! I was really surprised with watching it back how much I enjoyed it again. Um, it was just fun. It was just a fun, silly movie. Could not recommend more. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch Bushido Man. It's pretty great.
Yeah, it must it must be something to like be a master of your technique, and some asshole comes over and is like, "Well, I don't know your technique, but I'm gonna try and copy you and beat you with it." And then he does, and it's like, oh no, what am I
Oh
doing with
no,
my life?
what am I doing? um,
Oh, that's great.
and I ended up going to ye old movie theater, and
Oh,
I
wait,
watched. Oh,
sorry. Can
go
I ask
on.
one more question?
Yeah,
At the
ask
end
away.
of the movie, does he have to fight his own master?
Do you want me to spoil this for you?
I'm gonna never watch it, unfortunately.
1,000%, he has to fight his own master.
Oh, okay.
So it
Perfect.
was all a ploy. And let me tell you, fine. If you don't want to know what happens, cut the tape, go watch the movie, and come back. All right. Anyways, are y'all gone yet? Perfect. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, why aren't you subscribed? So he collects all the scrolls, and he's like, "Oh, perfect, wonderful. You've collected all the scrolls for me. Guess what?" And he pulls off his mustache. He pulls off the mustache, and he was like, "Wait, you shaved your mustache?" And he's like, "Yes." Ha ha. Hold on. It is so dumb. So he gets the punch guns from the girl. She just gives them to him. She's like, "Here you go, have fun with them." And he's like, "Oh, thanks." And he shows his master, and he's like, "Oh, these look really fun. Let's go outside and give them the old try," because he made them sound really cool. And so the master ends up being like, "Achoo!" And he tries to shoot him with the punch gun, and the guy's like, "Wait, did you just try to shoot me? You need to be careful." And he's like, and then he pulls out the mustache, and then they start fighting. And
That's so great.
so they get to fighting Meshi, and there's a girl. She's like from the dojo, and she's like always getting food for the master. He ends up pulling off her arm, and it's connected by a ligament tissue between the forearm and like the bicep area, and he uses them as nunchucks to beat up the student. And then the arm falls apart. And he's like, "Well, this is useless," and he throws it. And then he ends up knocking it. So he puts the student against the tree, and he kicks him through the stomach, and there's a bad 3D effect thing that blows out his back through the tree. And then he punches the student in the head, and it goes through his head, and he falls to the floor, and the credits roll. And then the protagonist reaches above the credits and pulls them down. And he's like, "No, not yet." And he gets off his feet, and they fight again.
That's amazing.
Hold on.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Oh, bless. Okay. Sorry, YouTube. We're back. We just got done laughing and crying at Bushido Man. I think you should go watch it. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it with the dub. You need to hear it with the English dub. It makes it like 10 times better. Yeah. All right, where were we? Oh, yes. I went and saw the Demon Slayer movie, Meshi.
Yeah.
The Infinity Castle. Visually, I'm glad I saw this in theaters. There was a lot of really cool shots. But it was a 2.5 hour movie, and I think my only gripe was there was actually only there's 2 big fights, and then there was like half of one fight. I thought this was going to take place I thought we were going to get a lot of the fights out of the way, but you kind of only get this girl fighting the metal fan guy, and then you get Zenitsu fighting his thunder breathing brethren guy, and then you get Tanjiro and the other water guy fighting Asuka.
Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be like a 3-part film or something like that. I don't know how true that is.
That would be interesting if they end up doing just 3 movies as opposed to like, I thought this, because I got to the end of this and I thought they were going to lead into just the next season of the show and just go from there. But if they're going to do like 3 movies, I think I'd be happy with that, because they spent a lot of money on a lot of shots.
Yeah.
It was a looker. So overall, I was pleasantly surprised with it. You want to know how pleasantly surprised I was with it, Meshi?
Yeah, I would.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch Chainsaw Man.
Oh my god.
Because Chainsaw Man is actually getting a theatrical release like next week for the part following the first season. I went to the theater at 9:40 a.m. Meshi, and I got in there and there was no one else there, and I was like, thank God. Literally within 60 seconds of the film starting, like 15 people walked into the theater, and I was like, fuck. None of them sat by me, and it was great. I had my little recliner chair. I sat back and watched Animu. I do have a little bit of a gripe with it. So they kind of play on. So I love Asuka now, the kung fu demon dude. Like,
Yeah.
when I finally got, because back when you watched like the Train movie, right, where spoilers, he kills Rengoku, and all I got from him, it was kung fu guy wanting to be stronger. I'm like, oh, you're so like no dimensional. It's kind of lame. Because that should be my character, cool kung fu guy. Like that should be my jam.
Right.
But I loved Rengoku so much. I loved him so much, Meshi.
You killed him.
And he took him from me, and that was the main reason. I was like, oh, this guy's not that cool. I finally got his story, and I was like, fuck, you're kind of a G. God, you're kind of fucking cool now. But that's the only thing where it was just kind of like 3 fights, and it was 2.5 hours long, so it got kind of long in the tooth. Where there's a thing in Demon Slayer, and they've done it since the beginning, where they have a moment of the demon like fighting, and the demon's about to die, and then you go back and reflect on the demon's past, and then he dies in real time, right? So you get like the fight, jump to the past, and then jump to the forward where he dies, right?
Right. Yep.
They do this with one of the fights, and they go back and forth like 3 times. And they even almost like tease the moment of like, oh, this is when they're dying, and it's like, but wait, not really. But it's happening now, but not really yet. So you almost kind of lose that emotional like hit a little bit that could have been like, like this is the atypical thing, but I'm here for it. And I'm not really guessing like, oh no, is it actually going to work this time? It's like, holy fuck, are you going to die yet? And if you ever watch this movie, I think you'll maybe come across that, because I love stuff. Like, I'll sit there and watch stuff. I even felt like the 2.5 hour runtime of this movie, because it wasn't even like they set up a lot of like preamble for people who like don't know Demon Slayer. No, they just drop you the fuck in. There's like, oh, did you watch everything beforehand? Okay, here you go.
Did you watch everything beforehand?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I'm current on it. So, I've also I didn't read all the manga. I watched a synopsis of the manga, so I know what all happens and whatnot, and I
Okay.
know where it's going. Um, oh man, wait, have you read it?
Yeah, I've read it.
Oh, Christ. So, okay, so this is what got me. Spoilers, if you don't want to know, go somewhere else.
Temporarily go somewhere else.
And come back, please. Um, so the butterfly girl with the poison sword fights,
Yeah, the
the fan
absorby
guy.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah. It leaves you off on her losing. I will say the back snap was pretty good. Um, and then you're left on the teaser of the student fighting her for, I guess, like the next part. Like, I thought I was gonna pick up in the anime, but if they're gonna do movies, then it's gonna be the next movie. You're almost kind of like, because it starts with that fight. You start with her, and then you're kind of jumping around, and you go back to the butterfly girl, and then you kind of jump around to the other fights that are happening in the castle. And then you jump back to her, and then you jump back to her past with her sister, and then you jump back to the fight, and then you jump to other fights, and then you jump back to the girl.
And then you don't even see the end of that fight. It just kind of leaves you on a
Yeah,
cliffhanger.
well, you get to watch her. You watch her die, right?
Right. The
And
horrific death. Yeah.
yeah, you get to see the horrific death, and then you get to see like I guess it's a good teaser thing, but it's almost like one of those things because like when you're like reading it or whatever, you're like, "Fuck that guy." This is bullshit because she's got the coolest like stinger into the ceiling, like pinning him, but she's just a weak baby with frail arms and can't. She doesn't have a sword to cut actually off the head.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool stinger, and she just sticks him to the. Anyways, no, I really enjoyed this movie. Was it perfect? No. It has me excited to watch anime stuff that I don't think that I would love, and maybe getting to see it in the context of like a big theater with a booming sound system and all of that might add to the experience of just enjoying something that I might just be like, it's kind of like mid or whatever. Getting the little extra frill of like hearing like Zenitsu do like the first form of lightning breathing and like hearing that thunderclap with a giant bass behind it is kind of sick. So it's like
Yeah.
if you can
Little
catch it,
things.
it added to my experience. I'm like, you know what? I'm back on the Demon Slayer trade. Like this was enjoyable. Now I want to look into seeing if there's actually budget breathing 10th form peak animation. That's a good one. That's a top comment. Okay. I'm out of breath, Meshi. I am completely out of breath. What did we watch together?
We watched Clown in a Cornfield together.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Yeah.
You picked this movie and I was like, all right, this is gonna be a fucking turd.
I thought
Whatever.
so too.
I've watched far worse. Continue, Meshi.
Um, yeah, I didn't have high hopes for this movie, and it wasn't that bad, surprisingly. It it had some good moments in it. And the kills were pretty grotesque and um overall pretty good. Um I honestly didn't expect it to be the whole town initially. Like I thought it was actually just going to be some fucking weirdo in a clown costume that hangs out in cornfields and kills teens. And then it fucking just turns into the whole town just going ham on them because they fucking hate him.
Yeah, because these fucking kids, these fucking Zoomers, and their alternative lifestyles, and their ticky tacks, and their whatchamacallits, can't stand it with their social media and making prank videos. I didn't know the directors of Dale and Tucker versus Evil were associated with this. It makes sense
Oh,
now. It
yeah,
makes
that
sense
does
why
make
this movie
sense.
was funny. It's
Yeah.
funny watching annoying teenagers eat it super hard.
Yeah. and trying to guess which fat clown is Will Sasso.
That's true. But I'm happy for Will Sasso. He's like he's getting like acting gigs, which is nice.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of movies. Um,
So
unlike
essentially, this girl moves to this town with her dad, who's a doctor who just needed to get away from like the big city, and he took up like a family doctor position in this tiny ass little town. And then a clown starts murdering all the teens and whatnot. Um, and they can't use a rotary phone because they're stupid teenagers. Ah, it's great.
oh, that pitchfork kill, that was good.
No, that was a good
Um,
one.
yeah, there's a lot of good kills in this.
There was more budget in this than I thought there was gonna be. I thought this was gonna be just like schlock, but
Yeah.
it's like they kind of actually tried to make like a tongue-in-cheek kind of fun slasher flick.
Yeah, and they had fun with it. Like when they're in the cornfield and they're covering each other's mouths, and then the clown covers the 1-year-old's mouth.
Yeah, there's three girls hiding, and what they each cover each other's mouths, and then the clown comes around and covers the last girl's mouth.
They had some good bits in there. I just enjoyed it.
There's some fun bits. Overall, would recommend if you just want to watch the plot's kind of irrelevant. You're just kind of watching to watch teenagers eat it really hard.
Yeah.
I also went to go see Return of the Jedi with a live orchestra playing all the music live in front of the movie. So the entire score was played live. It was really enjoyable to get to hear the Imperial March playing just live in front of you. This was just fun. It reminded me of the fun I used to have with Star Wars. There was a dad and like his son like sitting like in a row behind me, and Princess Leia in the slave bikini showed up, and I audibly heard the little kid say, "Oh wow." You know, and it just warmed my heart. I was like, this is Star Wars. Because you know, it brought back fond memories for me, because like when the Phantom Menace was coming out, all the movie theaters around me, they started doing marathons of like showing all three of the original trilogy in theaters for whatever. So I went with my dad and we watched all the movies and just spent a day at the movie theater watching all the Star Wars movies. It warmed the Meshi, why did Disney do what they did to Star Wars?
I mean, there's a rant about this somewhere. They're assholes.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
From
But
a certain point of view.
I will say the internet's ruined me a little bit, where there was a whole... it still choked me up a little bit, the Yoda death scene, where he's laying down. But I kept thinking of that internet video where he's singing that nonsense song, and I can't remember any of the stuff that he says in it.
Yeah.
But the dialogue was just fun. It just held up. But the only bad part of this whole experience was the fact that they played the enhanced version of the movie, which has all this extra scene stuff thrown on top of it in like bad CG. It wasn't even like good was the problem. This was like a recent thing when he retouched up these movies, right?
It's been quite a while since he did it, but yeah.
Because you got like, so Jabba's palace, right? And you got the music going on and whatnot.
Yeah.
They added like a whole scene of like a CG space alien girl singing with 3 backup dancer girls singing and a fuzzy other alien that was responsible for doing a jazzy like, oh yeah,
Yeah, like
and
Snoodles, something like that.
yeah, it'd been different if they were like in like the costumes that they were in the original, but it was just like, no, it was just like bad CG and just got shoved in here. Like the only redeeming part was like Boba Fett being like a G and like like caressing some alien girl's chin, and she's like, ah! You know, it's like, damn, Boba's smooth. Like, okay. And then what? Meshi, you're a Star Wars nerd. What's the sand monster pit mouth thing?
A Snorlax?
Is that what it is? They added like a weird like tongue mouth thing inside of it, made a CG that ate everybody instead of people just falling into the pit.
Sarlacc. Sorry, Sarlacc. Said that completely wrong.
Yes, there it is. The bedtime thoughts, the bad lip reading of, yep, exactly. Thank you. Wait, no. Was the Snarlack the monster thing that like picked people up and ate them? I'm talking about the dune worm buried in the
Yeah.
sand.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. It's a Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, just like adding this weird thing that was like, I don't know. It was just a lot of weird changes. I don't understand what he was thinking and what he was doing.
I just didn't have the technology to do it when I wanted to, and now I do, and I kind of have infinite money. You want to buy some merch?
I forgot what the story is. There's like a red. What are the girls called with like the tentacle head things that like Star Wars nerds get?
Twi'leks.
Thank you. I was gonna say Star Wars nerds get bricked up over, so they love them, and you're like Twi'leks. There's like
Yeah.
a Darth Maul looking Twi'lek girl and like some other action figure, and George is holding them, and he's like, they're friends now, and the people are like, George, these characters don't exist in the same like time periods. They're like thousands of years apart. He's like, no, they're friends.
Through the Force.
And they ended up having to change some stuff so they could like interact or some stupid shit. I don't know. George Lucas, what a funny guy. Have you seen the Japanese movie that like he ripped off to make Star Wars?
No, I have not.
We should watch it sometime, because there's essentially some Japanese movie that's essentially the plot of Star Wars, that he essentially just kind of ripped off. Like there's a whole thing and like but instead like the main character is like Obi-Wan, and there's like I think a fur monster guy who's like Chewie, and this whole group, and they're kind of doing the whole thing, and it's just, I've heard of it. I haven't watched it myself. We might need to watch it just to see what it's all about and how close it is to actually what Star Wars is.
Damn.
Nothing gold can stay, Meshi. Nothing. There's no original thoughts anymore.
No.
Your childhood's a lie.
But buy my merch.
So I previously saw Empire Strikes Back, and I think that's probably my favorite Star Wars movie overall.
That's most people's favorite, yeah.
Yeah, New Hope is the beginning. It's a little slow, but you're also kind of starting up everything and kind of, it's hard not to love that movie. So it's kind of a toss up between 4 and 5. 6, it kind of stunk in terms of, one, it was like a reused idea, which it was, we're doing the Death Star again. And the Empire's going to be bested by teddy bears with rocks.
Yeah. I have foreseen it.
The Palpatine, Meshi, we joke about his voice and whatnot. It's like, and most of the time when we make fun of things, it's like, oh, this isn't as funny going back. Meshi, like, you undersell it to like an absurd degree. He is so fucking good. And I had like a childhood memory unlocked. And the worst part of like when he's shocking Luke is, I remember it vividly as a kid, and I was like, fuck, that looks like that hurts, is when he shock him and Luke opens his mouth and you see like the electricity but like between his teeth. And that just stuck with me when I was a kid, and I saw that again. I was like, oh, he's really fried him up. He's just, yeah. I will say it's kind of comical to look back when Darth Vader lifts up Palpatine and he's just like, ah!
Put me down. Put me down.
And explain it to me, Meshi. How did
Explain.
Palpatine survive?
Oh boy. Okay. They're more than likely. Well, in this case, fucking. I don't know what that movie was talking about, but there are like books where he survived. I forget what he calls it, but basically, like he had clones set up of himself, but they were like empty shells. And when he died, basically his force
Oh,
his version of a force ghost went into those clones. But the problem with his clones were they basically couldn't handle the amount of power he had, so they would just kind of disintegrate and fall apart on him, and then he would kind of go into the. Of course, they decanonized that whole thing.
yeah.
Uh, I don't know how Disney justifies what they went with. I don't even think they know. They were like, just bring him back. He somehow
like,
got off the Death Star after that explosion.
yeah. It wasn't the Death Star, Meshi. They were on a separate ship looking on. Right?
No, he was in the Death Star.
Was he?
Yeah.
Because I thought they were on a separate ship that flew to the other side of the moon so they could watch everything that was happening.
Nah. Because
Fair enough.
yeah, yeah, he was in the Death Star.
Oh, okay. Man.
From a certain point of view.
Oh, man. No, but it was fun to go back. I could see why it would be like the weakest of like the original trilogy because there's a lot of Ewok in this movie. There's a whole lot of okay, we have to join. We're kidnapped by the tribe. Now we're gonna have to talk to the tribe. Now we're gonna have to be initiated into the tribe, and now they're gonna help us sneak into the base.
It feels like it could be it could have been like one of the better or the best out of the trilogy, but then the Ewoks come in and you're like, you're kind of derailing it right now.
Yeah, you're jumping the shark with the teddy bears. It's but the stormtrooper guy, I don't know what you call them because they have the different masks or whatever, and they ride the speeder bike things.
Yeah, the scout troopers. Yeah.
God, some of them eat it so hard.
Yeah, they do right into those fucking trees.
Oh man, that the uprooted one when Leia falls off hers, he looks back, he's like, ah! And just dies. Oh, some of them eat it so hard. Oh, it's fun and
Go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say also the notion of these people that got taken out by the Ewoks, they didn't die instantly. There's scenes of Ewoks mounting stormtroopers and beating them with like rocks and like club weapons. And it's like, oh, they didn't die instantly. They were slowly beaten to death by the Care Bear stare. Oh, what a horrible way to die.
All of my training for this.
All my training on how to not land a shot. It kind of makes me want to go back to, well, I honestly kind of want to watch the prequels again, and then I wouldn't mind even watching the original trilogy, and then I kind of want to watch the Disney movies again just to see them, because I liked The Force Awakens for what it was, even though it's kind of rehashing of A New Hope, but it's like, member berries, right? And it was like, you're setting stuff up.
It is the most solid out of the three.
Yeah, so you start off and you're kind of like, oh, I'm older now, but hey, Star Wars is kind of back. You know, like when you got the X-Wings flying across the water with Poe and stuff, and you're like, fuck, that's a good shot. oh fuck, that's good, you know.
Yeah.
And there's little things, and it's like a fun movie. And then I just remember being in the theaters for was it The Last Jedi? Was that 8?
Uh, yeah, I think that was 8. Yeah. The Last Jedi is 8.
I remember walking out of that movie being just kind of like, I felt numb inside. It took me time to process because I was not ready for the whiplash of what they were going to do with Luke. I was not ready.
Yeah.
Because The Force Awakens ends on that moment where Rey finds Luke on the secluded planet, and you're like, oh my god, they're going to have like, this is going to be their version of Luke finding Yoda, right? And Luke's going to approach this in a completely different way. And we haven't seen him in so long. And there's this epic shot, and Luke, pulling down the hood and looking at her. And then the movie cuts, and you're like, fuck, we're picking up right here. And then you go into Last fucking Jedi, and he's just like, and throws the fucking lightsaber over his shoulder, and just fucking is a weird fucking alien breast milk drinker guy. And you're like, what the fuck is... What is this casino planet? Why is any of this a thing?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
did they let Admiral Akbar be the one to turn around the ship and fucking go light speed and have that amazing shot into the...
It's a trap.
Could you imagine... No, Meshi, no cap. Could you imagine him turning around slowly and kind of smiling to himself and softly saying, it's a trap?
Yeah.
To himself
been
before engaging that moment. And did you get that amazing silent shot? And it's just like he died off screen on the bridge with Leia, Meshi.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Most of our most of our commanding officers have been killed off screen. What? What do you mean they've been killed off screen? Yep, didn't have the budget for it, or their actors all died. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It would have been the send off for him, and the weird dumb dynamic of lady who's just not telling fucking the people freaking out about getting chased across the fucking thing by the First Order about this is what we're doing, to shut up and follow my orders, and Poe just being like, well, mutiny, like, oh my god, Meshi, oh, it's all drumming back up again.
Yeah. I am fully convinced that director had that idea for that shot, like the hyperdrive shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was he's like, I don't care what the movie is about, I'm getting to this point. That's the only thing he had in mind when he was making that movie.
And do you know why those movies are so slapped together, Meshi?
Because they had 3 directors for each one, right?
Do you know why they had 3 directors for each movie?
That's a very good question. I don't know.
Glad I showed up to the podcast today.
Yeah.
Meshi, they hired the directors of Game of Thrones to direct the new trilogy.
Right. That's right.
They sped up the end of Game of Thrones and botched it so horribly that Disney said, "Oh wait, never mind. Panic mode. Who did the fucking Star Trek movie? Get him
James
now,
Abrams.
and let's work on the other 2 movies without them knowing what's going on in the first movies, and get these going all at the same time." $4 billion, and they said, wing it. We'll slap them together, and it's going to be okay.
Huh.
And then The Last Jedi was so awful, they were like, oh, fuck. They kind of like The Force Awakens. Get that guy back, and he's going to be on the 3rd movie. Ah, this became the Star Wars Power Hour. What I'm more curious about, honestly, is seeing what my feelings are on the prequels, Phantom Menace. Well, I've actually rewatched Phantom Menace years ago, but I haven't seen the Clone Wars stupid name. And was it Revenge of the Sith?
Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, it's the third one.
I haven't seen that since it was in theaters. I was a kid.
I
So,
I don't overall I don't really like I like the actors in them. Don't overall like the overall like the movies. Like there's parts I like of the movies, like the Darth Maul fight and stuff like that, obviously.
oh, of course.
I feel like watching them now because it's been several years since I've watched any of them. That the memes that they created when they show up in the movie would make it better.
It might be a more enjoyable. You know what, Meshi? We might have to report back next week if we watch any Star Wars between then and now.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of like when you're watching Jar Jar in every scene that he's in, you just picture the guy wearing the mask at that table, and then you're just like, "Yep, this is way better now."
It's my favorite thing that I've ever seen. It was just like, oh shit. They had to look like I looked at Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor?
Yeah,
With newfound respect that they had to talk to this guy and keep a straight face.
I know, right?
Like, holy shit. Oh man. And I even remember being like a kid. Like I get like I get there's different races in Star Wars and whatnot. It's just like it's so crazy. Some of like the Naboo like architecture and stuff. It was just such a drastic change from everything that we saw previously. I was like, what the fuck is this weird pointy yellow ship thing?
The Nabooian Starfighter.
Oh, brother. All right, we're on that wonderful note. We're gonna get into some reacting to some trailers and whatnot. Meshi, there's Sonic Fall Guys. I'm being reported live about.
Reporting live from Sonic Fall Guys.
Let's see what this is all
This
about.
November,
Oh, there's a voiceover.
the most intense Sonic game ever.
I mean, that's
Multiplayer mayhem with up
saying
to
something.
32 players. Battle Dr. Eggman's diabolical machines.
Group boss fights. Akira slide,
Coming
always.
soon.
Why does he have wings?
I don't know. And they're fleshy.
Pre-register now.
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I had zero interest. Kind of interested now, Meshi. Yeah, I don't know why Shadow has flesh wings they look horrifying.
Oh, Milk's interested, so you know.
Well, Sonic is Sonic. This could be fun.
Yeah, it might be good for like a laugh or.
Meshi, let me just let me.
Well, apparently those wings are canon from Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't remember him having those. Maybe I blocked them out of my memory.
Okay, so Meshi, you're a Sonic guy,
Yeah,
kind of.
kind of.
Who's
Not as
my
big as Milk,
Sonic
but go ahead.
character?
Pick your Sonic character.
Yeah, who's my Sonic character?
Well, the comical answer is Big the Cat because it's funny.
Oh my god, the fucking fishing. Oh my god, I forgot. Holy shit.
You seem kind of more like a Knuckles kind of guy.
Am I Knuckles? Because I feel as though, well, you're kind of, you're Shadow or Eggman. You're kind of there.
You've got that line. Well, you know, Knuckles, the big, thick-headed dude who's strong and just punches things and doesn't take crap from anybody.
Oh shit, hold on. Yeah, I'm glad I paused the podcast for that. I don't want to hear about that. All right, we're back in there. So Sonic Fall Guys might be appearing on the channel. It could be fun. Meshi, we've got some Rooster Fighter trailers happening. We have got English dub and we have the official opening. So we're gonna react to both of these because Rooster Fighter is gonna be a top tier anime, and I don't think you're ready.
I hope so.
It's gonna be Meshi. I've already read some of the manga. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, sweet.
Ready?
Yeah.
That's enough. I'm here to put a stop to you, demon.
Hey, are you hungry? You want some of this? It's yummy fried chicken. You're gonna love it.
Fried what? Is she for real? That rooster, who is he?
Could this rooster embody the word duty?
Don't follow me. I hate kids, and you're just another brat.
I'm gonna give that bird a piece of my mind.
You haven't changed at all, KG.
I'll kill you!
Livestock is actually challenging me to a fight. This'll be fun. Everything lies with that demon son of a bitch. The weaker, the better. It makes my crown curl.
So fucking rad. Let's go. Hell yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, my leg must have slipped.
Oh, he's got
It's
the yell down.
It's gonna be rad. I'm so excited. All right. There we go. Let's watch the official opening. I hope this is sick. Derma Roland. I don't know. I wish it was who did the One Punch Man opening? I'm drunk. Spacing. Jam Project. Anyways, okay. Here we go, Meshi. Why is that chicken looking at me like that?
Oh, stupid.
He's so unhappy about doing this. All right. Okay. First things first. I'm a little disappointed, Meshi.
Yeah.
I wanted testosterone laced just metal playing. I wanted something rad, and we got really bubblegum poppy nothing.
Yeah. I was really thinking it was gonna be like a really hyper fast, like open kind of thing, and
Oh, it would have been just some thrash metal playing and a fucking chicken kicking shit in the face. That would have been awesome.
yeah.
Damn. You know, they can't all be winners, I guess, you know.
No. As long as the anime is good.
Yeah. And this is like one of those shows where like they're clearly going for like 3D and whatnot, And as long as it's just consistent, I'm okay with this kind of story being told with like 3D models, because this is kind of goofy about a chicken rooster fighting demons, right? So you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Meshi. So the Bleach fighting game was a giant bust. But guess what? There's a new Bleach game announced that's going to save us from the doldrums of not having a good Bleach game.
Press X to doubt.
Ye of little faith. Girls, bring them in.
Well, if the girls are here.
Oh, cool.
I don't think the girls are coming.
Oh, woof. Roar, Zabimaru!
The moment that guy swung his sword, he should have just been grabbed by the throat and slammed in the ground. He just walks out of the phone game. Like, I'm not dealing with this shit.
Oh, that wasn't even a good Bankai.
He doesn't even say it. He has to say it.
Well, he said it, Meshi. It's just really low. It wasn't the good Bankai! Like, oh.
I meant Byakuya's.
Oh! I was thinking this week ago. This looks absolutely awful. Old reliable, Meshi. Old reliable.
All reliable. Always works. That's why the
Can't
anime
believe-
is so short.
I can't believe we didn't get the girls, Meshi. They didn't bring him in. I don't feel like number one right now. I feel like number
Neither
two.
do
Because that game stunk.
It felt like they were building to bring the girls in, and then it just derailed itself immediately.
Meshi, I've never heard a electric guitar played without distortion. That was the limpest fucking riff I've ever heard in my life.
What is this for? I don't know what the fuck that is.
Some intern's fucking son, and never mind. It's fine. All right. Well, 40K makes me happy, Meshi. 40K is really cool. So this is Warhammer 40K Tactius, the official the Space Hulk events trailer. I don't know what that means. Do you get lost in the weeds on 40K titles?
I mean, some of them are quite elaborate.
And they keep going, and yeah, it's rough. Anyways.
Forgot we had that milk.
Is this a phone game?
Seem to keep finding these.
Why does every phone game have a trailer? Is this just the home of reacting to phone games?
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Oh.
All right, well. Anyways, well, that was kind of embarrassing. Oh, shit. All right. Meshi, have you seen the Running Man trailer?
I haven't seen. I didn't know. I didn't know they made a new one.
Yeah, apparently. Hold on. Oh no, my Resident Evil folder got exposed live on stream. That's so embarrassing.
All of your mods, no.
No! Oh, don't. I can't. I gotta force my way through 7 so I could do the bit that I want to do.
Well,
I
I
gotta
actually have
play
both
this
of these.
game so I can do a bit.
It's all for the bit. It's all for the bit.
Everything's for the
Um,
bit. Anything for the bit.
Yeah, it's really is for the bit. All right, Running Man. All right, here we go. This is an Arnold. This is a remake of an Arnold movie. I never saw the Arnold movie, and the concept seems like it could be fun. I didn't know it was a Stephen King book.
It's a Stephen King book?
You know, I've
Yeah.
been thinking about the show.
For the next
Never
30
have thought
days,
of that.
everyone in the country is trying to murder me. And that's crazy, right?
People on these games never come back.
We have no choice. We need money for a doctor now.
Welcome to the Running Man.
Contestants will be hunted for 30 days. Anyone can kill you. Survive, and you will walk away with $1 billion new.
I always thought this was fake. Feeling pretty real now.
I need weapons, and ID,
See? Told you,
and a
Meshi.
disguise. Holy shit, is that C4?
That's not for sale.
Don't you get it? This game is rigged.
Back at you.
Everything okay, Mr. Springer?
Yeah.
You know why they cheered for you down there? If you can survive against those goons, so can they.
I'm just trying to get back to my family.
They're here.
God.
What's the Home Alone kid grown up?
Michael Cera's the Home Alone kid grown up.
Fuck is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
You know, it just looks fun, Meshi. It looks fun.
And I feel like I need to go back and watch the original, only because I don't remember it being like...
A death game?
No, like, it was definitely a death game. But one, I don't think Arnold volunteers for it. And two, I thought it was in, like, an arena that they send him in, rather than, like, it being, like, open world. You're just kind of trying to survive in it.
Yeah, we might have to check it out, Meshi. We might have to revisit the original, because I've never seen it. That could be fun.
It is such... I think it's the 80s movie? God, it is
Yeah,
such an 80s movie.
Yeah.
I think they're all wearing, like... Do you remember American Gladiators?
Yes.
I think they're all wearing, like, outfits like that in the movie.
Meshi, it's almost like it's like Mad Max gear before the explosion happened.
Yeah.
It's all bright colored and one, but it's all fucking stupid. Oh God. Okay, Five Nights at McFreddy's. So, but you saw the original.
Yeah. I've seen the original. Oh,
Why was that Nick Cage movie just a better version of Five Nights at Freddy's?
Nick Cage movie?
Yeah. What the fuck
What
was
Nick
it called?
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm thinking of fucking... When you said Nick Cage, I'm thinking of, who the fuck is that guy? I think, isn't his name also Nick Cage? I know who you're talking about now, but I don't remember what the Nicolas Cage movie was.
Willy's Wonderland. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking of Nick Cannon. Oh my God. I was so confused. I was like, "What do you mean, Nick Cage?"
What are you talking about?
I was having a mini stroke. I confused Nick Cage with Nick Cannon for a minute, and then I couldn't remember what movie could even be remotely close to having Nick Cannon in it.
Brother. All right.
Yeah,
Well, this is Five Nights at McFreddy's 2,
the
which
stroke is over.
I'm glad you got to the other end of it
Yeah.
with your mobility intact. All right, here we go.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Definitely not the Freddy's I remember.
You're thinking of the franchise location. This is the original. Nobody's been here for decades. Some little girl got
Okay.
murdered here. Did you guys hear that?
Hear what?
So this is what it's like? Being normal?
I think we've come pretty far, considering what we've been through.
How's Abby?
Some days she's good. Some days she misses her friends.
This story that you're gonna fix those animatronics? It's only giving her false hope.
Can any of you hear me?
Abby, help us. Come find us. I will show you the way.
Oh no.
They're out there, Mike.
Where?
Everywhere.
Where are you gonna want to? I'm not done with you.
There's no way that'll work.
Meshi, I have a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Is this the equivalent of the Doom first person shot at the end of the Doom movie where it's all in first person?
Yeah.
Where I still can't believe that we're in a timeline where this indie like kind of horror game that's this kind of budget turned into this giant franchise thing. It's baffling to me.
Yeah.
I checked out of the internet for a while and I came back and I was like, this is what got popular with the kids.
Yeah, one of the things where it just kind of came out exactly when it needed to, and just took
Lightning
off.
in a bottle. It's
Yeah.
just holy shit.
See that opening, the opening little section of it where he's like, "Oh, this is the original place. It's not the franchise place." I was like, "Oh, okay." So they're doing a second one, but they're like, "Forget the first one. We fucked that up. We're here at the original place." Nope, went right back to it. Like, oh.
Ooh. Never mind. Ooh. And bless this guy's heart. He seems to be in like, because he was in what, the Hunger Games?
Well, you're the guy that could find any white face in a crowd, so
This was
if
my nice way of saying look it up on Google. And I realize now more than ever I just need to tell you what I need from you. Check IMDb for me, Beshi.
John Earth. He was it. Yep, he's a Hunger Games guy.
Okay. And he was in a movie with Morgan Freeman called like The Ring or something.
Oh
was
yeah,
it?
he was
What was
also
it?
in that movie.
Yeah.
57
So-
seconds.
Yeah, so this guy's essentially like he gets put in every terrible like PG-13 movie, and bless his heart, I don't think he can act that well. Or maybe he hasn't been given the role that really is meant for him to succeed. I've never watched The Hunger Games. Maybe he's fantastic in him. I just saw his face once and I know him, and that's him on screen. Anyways, I have a superpower. Be jealous.
You and your damn photographic memory.
Yeah, only with actors. Anyways, I'm not excited for that at all. That first movie sucked. The Nick Cage movie is like a better version of that kind of story, anyways. And Nick Cage is being Nick Cage.
Yeah, it's mostly just him waiting for him to go on a break.
Love it. All right, Meshi, are you excited for Steel Ball Run?
Of course I am.
I'm excited for Steel Ball Run. More than anything because part 3 is my favorite. My second favorite part is part 6. Do you know why?
Why? I'm just
Take a guess, Meshi.
okay. So there's either two reasons. One, there's a lady with big tigos, or you just really like the idea of a cripple on a horse.
Meshi, I said part 3 and part 6.
What part is this?
Steel
one?
Ball Run is part 7.
God damn it! Oh, we're in the
Fake
last
fan.
one. God damn it!
So
I always
my-
lose track.
Internet, please believe me. So I said part 3 is my favorite, and part 6 is my favorite.
Yeah.
Why would that be, Meshi?
Because Jotaro's in it.
Yes. And I enjoyed Jotaro, the little I got of him in 6, as opposed to his part 4 counterpart. Which part 4 I still enjoyed. But I still had a little bit of whiplash because part 3 is just so manly and awesome. It's a road trip with the boys to save the sweetest woman on this planet.
Yeah.
And then you get like 90s crazy bizarre town, and it's like, yeah, I guess JoJo is turning into something different. And then part 6 is just fucking rad. Anyway, so part 7 I'm excited for because I know literally nothing about this other than this is what happens after the events of Stone Ocean. So it's like, oh, what world do we end up in after, old Poochie? So anyways, this is the official teaser trailer.
これよりスティールボールランレースの開会を宣言する
And you go to New York.
絶対に突き止めてやる。もう一度馬に乗ってやる。レースで優勝しなきゃなんでな。よっ。残された足だけが勝者の条件となる。
このレースの勝者はこの世のヒーローになるわ。
世界中の誰もが体験したことのない競技大会となるだろう。
この物語は僕が歩き出す物語だ。
Okay, interesting. Okay. I'm getting like Death Race 2000 vibes. Now, this isn't anything like the Death Race that we saw with Jason Statham. Mesh, have you seen the original Death Race?
Not the original, no.
It's a slow race across America.
Oh, okay.
And I wonder if that's what Arky saw. It was like, I'm going to do that, but on horses. I'd be curious. I know nothing about this. So are you excited, Meshi?
Of course I am. I love me some JoJo. It always is so fucking cool.
Oh, it's JoJo's something special. It really is. Oh. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. We're going out on a high note, Meshi. JoJo's back. I can finally. How long has it been since Stone Ocean?
Let's see, Stone Ocean. That came out in. Oh, come on! Give me the anime release date already, not the manga. 2021, with the finale in 2022.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Part 6?
Yeah.
Stone Ocean?
That long ago.
Are you sure?
That's what the internet says. Yeah.
Ah! Oh, that hurt. Oh, God. Has it been like 5 years without JoJo? Holy shit. Oh, I'm cooked. All right, that's been a podcast. Subscribe to me and all the whatever, blah, blah, blah. We'll see y'all next week.
See ya.